And we're live. Welcome back to anybody who might be watching. Um, so I have a new stream layout. Thanks very much to suggestions from viewers and feedback from viewers as well. Also, thank you very much to One Life Ife, also known as the Duelist on YouTube, for his tutorial on how to make this wonderful deck list. Oh man, that thing over there. It's right over there. Can't point at it properly, but it's over here. Uh, Great stuff. In fact, I'm gonna throw a link to his YouTube channel here in the chat if I can. Let me see if I can do that. Uh, because he deserves it. See if I can. Let me see if I can find it here. Uh, well, I might not be able to find it here. I really should have had this prepared. I don't know why I didn't have this prepared. Bad maskers. Oh man, bad maskers. You should really know better than. Ah, here it is. All right, yeah, it's Duelist or The Duelist is the name of his channel. It here in chat, everybody can see it. Yeah, there's the link. You can see it in the video up in the little chat box. Be able to see it up in that area over there. Anyway, enough of that. Let's play some Magic, since that's probably what you're here to watch me do, not ramble on about everything. And since I put up that deck list, I'm gonna go ahead and play with that particular deck. Don't be fooled by the name in here. I named it that way so that I didn't accidentally overwrite it while I'm making adjustments and tweaks and so on and so forth. I don't want to end up getting myself DQ'd from the tournament. Of which I'm doing decently so far. 2-1 in the first match. Which puts me in the top half of things. Alright, so this hand is pretty good if I can draw into a black source, so I'm gonna keep it. Drop that Evolving Wilds. Go ahead and crack it for an island. No reason to on that. Alright, now let's get a hint of what we're playing against here. Well, we got Is It showing on the field. Playing Highland Lake. It's kind of unusual in the current meta. Oh, that's a black source, so we're doing pretty good. Go ahead and drop this Thermo Alchemist. Jeskai. Well, I had a pretty good matchup against Jeskai plus control, which is somewhat different, granted, but that does tell me immediately that I really want to drop this Fevered Visions ASAP. That thing is kind of the kicker in matches against control decks, but the fact that he's playing Highland Lake really worries me. I'm like, it's such a strange card to be playing in 3-color control. Bygone Bishop. That's not a control card. Not in the least. Okay. What is this guy playing? I do not know, but he wants to draw cards. I guess that's fine. Alright, so let's get my land drop here. Honestly, gonna drop this Dynavolt tower. Call it a day. Tapped out, can't do anything about it. That's one of my win conditions. It get moving. Uh, this engine rolling. It is rolling and good. I fairly easily outrace him right now, given the current state of his field. Okay, now we're seeing four colors. Uh, everything but green. Valor in Acros. Okay. It's supposed to be some sort of four-color aggro deck. Four-color enchantments, maybe? It's so strange. I think it's a goldfish, honestly. Well, I need another red source pretty bad. Uh, I see pretty much no reason not to drop this Chandra right now. Yeah, I think this is some sort of four-color enchantments deck. Sigil of Valor. Okay. Kind of hoping I draw into a Fiery Temper, because that would just be badass. Oh my god. He's got nothing he can do about it. That's game, ladies and gents. I don't even have to use the Dynavolt tower. Yep. That's what happens. You can't let a burn deck like mine get that much time on the field. I mean, I built up to perfection there. Glorious. Did nothing to stop my field at all. Legitimately, I don't think it gets much more perfect of a start for me, though, than that. Thermo Alchemist into Fevered Visions, into Dynavolt Tower, into Chandra, into a fully buffed Cathartic Reunion with no counterspell in sight. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. Actually, it does. If I'd have skipped the Chandra bit, would have been even better. 5 win. Okay. Well, I mean, Sand isn't amazing, but it isn't sucktacular either. I'll try it. I'm on the draw. All right. Green black, that could mean a lot of things. Not that many, but a lot of things. That changes up my opening play here. I'm going to grab a swamp off of that. Old Graph Scavenger. This is some sort of a delirium deck. All I can say is hopefully it's a pretty slow delirium. Thermo Alchemist is a pretty easy pick against especially now that I'm definitely going to get my land drops. Get that on the field ASAP, then I can I could probably safely brain in a jar next turn into Chandra. Um, assuming they don't get a good clock going. Because as of right now, they've got nothing. They're fully defensive at them. Arwood Dryad, it's not much of a clock. Turns into a decent clock if they can get. I mean, this hand or this field turns nasty if they get Delirium. Problem is they have to get Delirium to get this field looking good. Wow. All right, I've got enough lands, guys. We can stop at the lands now. We're good. Yeah, I think it's safe to play the Brain in a Jar this turn. The one time I don't like Brain in a Jar is the fact that you're not doing anything on the turn that you play it most of the time. Uh, you're just spending that. Yeah, I mean it's at its best on turn 3 when you can immediately tap it to start charging it up. Um, but with me lacking a lot of the stuff that I need to make it really work properly, a little bit tough to call it good. This is a pretty good card. I have to kill that. Not for a while yet, though. Okay, Exquisite Firecraft. I legitimately want to drop Chandra here, and I think I'm going to, just for the card advantage that it's going to provide. And start getting that clock going a little. Yeah. Unlicensed Disintegration would have been nice, but I can live without it. Got the Thermo Alchemist available to block the Nissa. Marwood Dryad will probably be pointed at Chandra. Bit from hitting. That's fine, though. Still provides some damage output. Still doesn't have anything in. It's got to be scary for him at this. He doesn't have any Vessel of Nascencies. He doesn't have any Guild Leave Winnower. Okay. Well, that's actually a bit obnoxious. Oh well. Damage headed at Chandra. Figure much. Yeah, that Guilt Leaf Winnower is actually pretty scary. +1 Chandra here. Now Chandra's going to buy me another turn. So I'm going to go ahead and hardcast Fiery Temper, I guess. I really should have waited until his turn for that, but okay. Give me just a second, guys. All right, I apologize about that. Anyway, so this Fevered Visions isn't very good right now. It's good for me, but it's even better for my opponent. Um, and that means I'm not going to be playing it. So the card draw would be very nice. I think I'm better off not doing that. I think I'm better off just dropping the. Honestly, I think I'm better off just dropping the burn bomb on him at this point. Yeah, I'm better off just dropping the burn bomb on him. Yeah, that Nissa's probably gonna turn into Planeswalker, but Planeswalker. Let's see. Land Ramper, put anything in the graveyard. Yeah, no, we're good. Does get him one card closer to Delirium. That's not saying much. Question is, do I kill off that Nissa or not? No, I don't, because that puts creature. Well, no, he's already got creature in his graveyard. Either way, I'm going to be using this. The question is, hmm, do I kill the Nissa or not? I feel like I really shouldn't. No, I feel like I should focus on the burn. That's what I need to do to win. At this point in the game, it's totally worth it to drop the Fevered Visions, simply because it gives me card draw, and card draw is all I need to finish this game out. I just need to get my hands on a good burn spell. That's it. That's literally all I need to do. Ishkana. That is certainly a card, but it does not have Delirium. Scanner. I've still got way too much of a pump going on here. What exactly are you doing? Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and dig with telling time here. I was debating that because of Cathartic Reunion, but I'm not gonna be digging into it. No, I'm gonna be digging into Exquisite Firecraft, which is exactly what I need to finish this game out. Boom. Sometimes playing the burn is the correct play, especially when my opponent is playing a Delirium deck that doesn't seem to have any tools to actually get Delirium. All right, that went fairly well. I'm fairly pleased about that. All right, I'm gonna do one more here before I hop off to get some stuff done around the house and so on. You know how it is. Yay, playing against somebody who couldn't even be bothered to change their default avatar in deck box. Shaking my head. Can't see it because I don't have my webcam on, which is probably a good thing since I currently I'm not wearing a shirt. There's a lot of land. That is, oh god, that's so much better. Not amazing, but that's so much better. Evolving Wilds for an island. Well, I've got a fairly solid land base now. Now that I have the second red source, I'm looking really good. I'll be dropping that Dragon Skull Summit next turn, assuming Ali or something. Copter. It's red-white vehicles, it looks like. Possibly some sort of a Mardu build. But Fevered Visions is still the play right now because I'm able to drop it on turn 3. Any other time, it's probably a really bad play. Right now, though, it gets me much needed card draw and does some early damage to the opponent, which is Arctic. Okay. Must be digging for lands. That's all I can think. Yeah. That is a weird vehicles build. Okay. Uh, Going. Just for the heck of it. I go ahead and pass the turn here. The Collected Defiance, I think, can gain more value later. Oh my god. If I could Collective Defiance into 3 Fiery Tempers. Oh my god. Alright, we got a Toolcraft Exemplar. I'm almost certainly going to want Lightning Axe here. Burn him. Red sources, it's always good. I think it's actually worth it to go ahead and Collective Defiance. Make certain opponent isn't going to come back out of no. Right? Depala, yeah. Good. Well, normally I'm actually a little bit concerned when I play Fevered Visions against an aggro deck, but because he got mana screwed, it's actually proving to be boss. Chandra does not particularly bother me. License. I'll that way I can Fiery Temper to win. All right. One against a mana screwed opponent. Huzzah. It wasn't that much of a mana screw though. They needed one more land. If they could have made one more land happen, then they would have been, pretty well golden. But they knew it as well as I did that they were doomed as soon as they didn't get that second land drop. Or that third land drop rather, not that second land. Playing on paper actually, red white vehicles can run on 2 lands, but even then in paper Magic it doesn't want to. It wants 3. It wants the ability to play its Depalas. It play its multiple cards in a turn. So yeah, that's that. Anyway, with that, I'm gonna go ahead and step away. I'll probably be back on this evening. Not sure. Oh, excuse me. Not sure whether I'll be streaming more of this or whether I'll be streaming some Skyrim, as I have got the special edition running again. Not sure what caused it to crash last time, but it took a lot of stuff out. So I don't know what was going on there. I've dialed back some of the mods and that. We'll have to see what happens. Anywho, everybody out there, stay safe, and I'll see you next time.